What's up, alien savages, and welcome to another episode. I found it. I found my joy again. Yeah. Let's talk about it. So, if you have listened to my latest episodes, you saw that I was struggling. This awakening timeline is a funny one. In a nutshell, it's like really grounding this I am that I am state. Because like after ayahuasca, I couldn't get out of this state anymore in an embodied way. And then you're like in this void of existence, and it's always there that you cannot get caught up in shit. Yeah. And now it's all about for me making the void fun, making it cool, filling it with colors, with swag, with music, with dancing, with friends, with laughter, all the good stuff. That sunshine juice that feeds my soul. Construction is back. We also fill it with some noise. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose. I invite you to take a deep breath. And I'm back. So I just recorded this, what you just heard, these 2-3 minutes. I paused, I restarted, and now I continue the first take because I'm like, the first one is just it. I don't want to rephrase what I said only because I think it wasn't whatever. It's just what it is. It's just real, you know? So I just continue from here. Because I find it these days easier to talk about what I'm struggling than being in my joy, which is funny. But I want to shift it again. So yeah, what was I saying? Filling the void. Yeah, like one thing that is challenging for me is that I tend to overthink. I overthink and think and then there's just often nothing productive coming. First is I just let go. Like I just go on my scooter. I just drive. And then it's just finding me. Because most of the things, especially on the island, because it's so flowy, finds you in movement when you just start to flow. Like yesterday, at the end of the aesthetic dance, I was going the hammock like, I'm hungry. Where do I want to eat? And I started to think and nothing came to me. And then instead of overthinking, like I really find now this moment when I start to overthink, which is actually really early. And then I just get up and I start moving. And then I bump into people and I go with food for them. Or yesterday, Faye was texting me and then I met her there and then went to this place. So I couldn't land it in the hammock, you know, I was just sitting there forever. And then these, like, following your joy, like, okay, like, just go. I'm excited to, and then it's just like unfolding. So yeah, like the last days, I was really not thinking much at all, and this is amazing. This is the one. Just try it. Don't think. Don't think, because you are who you are, and everything is meant to find you. The only thing that's in your way is yourself. But if you're not in your way anymore, it just finds you. So the last days, especially yesterday, like this was my big breakthrough day, kinda. I was not thinking. I really managed to, when I get in this overthinking, to just stop and just like be present. And then everything just finds me. So I listened to a lot of music. I was listening to way less woke shit because I already know it. You know, it's like so repeating. It's like when I studied vegan nutrition, it was so exciting until it wasn't, because it was all repeating. And there's another study that broccoli is healthy for you. I'm like, oh, duh. So this is the same for me right now about consciousness. It's like all repeating right now. And right now it's so the time to embody it and just live and be be it. Yeah. So I listen to a lot of music. I dance a lot. I move a lot. And I just say yes to more things. And like yesterday, it was such a flowy day where I ended up being so social. Like the aesthetic dance, and my energy was open, and I met new amazing people. And then I went to the spa with Faye and Dominique. It's a friend of her, and we had so much fun. And then I got errands for an amazing night of musicians. You know, Faye, she's really into music and she has amazing musician friends, which are masters. And we had this amazing night that was so dropped in and full of laughter and joy. And I just like stayed in a state of presence and openness and letting go of all the versions that I thought I was. But many of those I'm just not anymore. I am this now, and this is unfolding. And it's so nice to not overthink. Oh my God. And really, under no obligation do you have to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Just let go of all the stories of like, this person knows me as this person knows me as this. Like, it's total freedom if you're just yourself. And I know I sound kind of like a broken record. I say the same thing over and over again. But there are levels to that. And I am excited to now stay in my joy, give no fucks about all the bullshit, you know, about like what other people think about me, all this stuff, you know, all like these weird stories. I just let them go. I just like be my inner kid. And of course, merging it with my higher self. But this is my intuition. This is in my bones. It's in our nature. If we just don't resist it with the programming, which I really cleansed myself. Yeah. Like I call bullshit immediately. If like I want to buy into a weird story, a weird belief, I'm calling bullshit. So yeah, it's like, remember this private session with Marcus, like my friend Simon who channels the Yeah. He did in my apartment with Brittany. This was really nice. And Marcus said, like, that's the name of the Yeah, his counterpart, that the tank of joy is always full. And we can always tap into it. Always. And why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, if there isn't a good reason, and sure, there are really good reasons. Like, for example, someone is really struggling. A friend needs help. I feel empathy. Most things other people have felt, I felt. I went through the shit. Why do you think I went through it? So I can be of service. I can relate to basically everyone at this point. So I empathize. I drop my vibration to meet them wherever they're right now struggling, so we can rise up together. And this is also my joy, you know. But what I mean right now with joy is like actually having fun. And there's so often like where we're like doing something where we're helping someone that isn't so fun, but it's like really purpose driven, you know. It like fulfills us, and this is the greatest thing ever. And then, like for me, I stayed in that. Like I then had so much time to go back in my joy, but I didn't. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about when you don't find purpose to distract yourself with pleasure. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying purpose. Your biggest purpose is to just be yourself. And then all these expressions of your purpose that come along, this is giving you the most fulfillment ever. Purpose. And do it in the most joyful way. Why not? You can do it however you want. And then there's so much quote-unquote free time, which is also your purpose is to be yourself, you know? And I want to be this beacon of joy again that I mostly was my entire life. And I told you in my last podcast, like the last 2 years, 2023 to 2024, got me a little bit. Dampened my spirit. I allowed the shit of the world to penetrate me, and I was like, ugh, I don't dance anymore. Everything is shit. Look at this. All the, like making up all these reasons, which are valid if I give them validation. You know, whatever you say goes. And I'm like, fuck that shit, y'all. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna have a good time. And yesterday I went to the aesthetic dance. I went into the middle and I danced so fun. And I like everyone I'm seeing, I have this genuine love that I radiate. Like I really see that in Faye, and I start to embody that myself, this beacon, this vessel of unconditional love. And it's so nice to shine this is addicting. This is the best shit ever. That we really, the second Christ conscious wave is like inside. Like the second Christ wave is going inside and awaken our own Christ consciousness. So we all be the embodiment of Jesus, you know. This was Jesus' message back then. It wasn't follow me, it was be like me. And back then we were so in darkness, the density was so heavy that people didn't get it, but the seeds were planted and now they're sprouting and we're actually awakening to our own Christ consciousness. And we all be like the embodiment of Jesus in our own way. And it's just like, love is the shit, yeah. Love is the coolest shit ever. And there's like unlimited, you know, and then you can be this beacon of love in whatever way you want, but why make it serious? Why make it, you know? And yesterday evening, this concert Faye hosted, it was so nice and I had so much fun. It's like, I'm so grateful for her and all the friends she's introducing me. She has such deep sisterhood with her sisters that came and these musicians that are masters. It's just like my favorite shit ever, one of those, because we're like hanging out. It's not serious conversations or anything because we're playing music and we're all like having fun. We're so dropped in and get super high vibe in a grounded way. This is what I love. It's super high vibe in a grounded way that feels so good in my body. I'm like, yeah, oh my God, should I pick up an instrument? I was thinking my favorite would be a handpan. Faye has one, so I was thinking about borrowing it and starting to play this UFO handpan, bringing it to the waterfall. I love that I don't need to read notes for it or anything. I can just flow. But actually, my favorite is to listen to music and to rap. I'm a rapper, you know that. Besides that, I love to listen to music and enjoy it and like feel it in my body and let it move through and dance. Because it's so nice that there are so many musicians that are so passionate about it to also give them my ears and be passionate about listening, you know? Receiving, giving, receiving. Yeah. So yeah, I found my joy. Under no obligation, you have to be the same person you were 5 minutes ago. Just like 3, 2, 1, stop overthinking, put your phone down and just drop into silence, just move and see how everything just comes to you and everything just like, yeah, wow. And now I want to build that again, like the reflections, you know, everything in reality are reflections, that I'm this, everyone knows me as this fun, joyful beacon of love. And when I did the meetups 2022 and the retreats, like I was so the embodiment of that. And people loved me because I'm that, you know, authentically. And people love people that are heart open, where you can have a good time, which is authentic, you know. You're then a magnet for people and then you meet them on this vibration, on the love vibration. Because I got, here's the story. The last years, I really woke up to another level that the more you raise your vibration, the more you reach the light, whatever you want to call it, the more darkness you see. So by raising my vibration so much, I saw all the shit. And this is where I had to figure it out, that it like riddle solving, like people's stuff, their trauma. And I was then focusing on that more and more because first it was fun kinda to figure it out. To like, this is why they're the way they are. And I really like read people. But then I was reading all their shit. And now I really got to the bottom of it that, yeah, I see it, but I don't want to focus on it because then I'm just sitting in this vibration and I just attract that and it's conflict and it's heaviness. You hear it in my voice. I'm like, I'm done with that. Oh my God. So, full circle, being able to see that, but then not focusing on it. Unless, yeah, I can be of service there and it's whatever, you know. But then especially these short interactions with strangers and stuff, why not just share love, you know? Because we're all perfect just the way we are, and often in a short encounter or whatever, I'm not really maybe helping them to transform their darkness. But we just like can share some dropped in love and then they find their own answers even better. Because they see what to rise up to, that it's worth it, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm excited to be the speaker of love again, and now in a way more in-depth way. My 2022 version just like didn't understand the darkness so much. So you have your shit. I couldn't relate so much. I couldn't understand it so much. I was just like, everything is amazing. Oh my God. And now I'm like, I get it. And let's make sure we laugh more than we cry. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a deep sip. So yeah, I keep you up to date. Let's see how long this wave lasts. Is it just a couple of days or the rest of this lifetime and then my next reincarnations becoming the sixth hybrid race, shifting into 100,000 years of peace? Is this it? Have I completed the cycle of darkness so I can now full circle feast in Valhalla? Yesterday felt like it 100%. Like there's no reason to leave that state. But yeah, I keep you up to date. I was like, should I do a German or English podcast? I flipped the coin. It said 3 times English. Apparently right now I'm meant to share in English. I don't know. Let me catch you up to speed about life. I mean, I highly recommend you to watch my Insta stories at V Gain Strengths or Vega in Strengths. Because there I really give you my life updates. But now in podcast version. So I moved with Faye into the new house we got, this fairy dreamland. You maybe saw it in my stories where we had the concert last night. And I only managed to stay there 2 nights because I couldn't sleep good at all. And if I have 1 night of not so good sleep, it's okay. 2 nights, yeah, gets weird. 3 nights, I can't. I feel so weird. I feel so ungrounded. I don't like living anymore. I don't like to be locked into this dream. And if you don't know, we're dreaming right now. This is a physical reality dream. What we call physical reality is a dream. We go to bed at night. We wake up into spirit, our nature. We're in spirit right now. We wake up in the morning. We enter the dream again. And just a little portion of us, like our little finger, is streaming this reality. Our whole body, metaphorically speaking, is in spirit right now, fully awake of what's happening here. And we're just like a little part of us is streaming this reality. And we're awake. You're like underwater and then you're like, lifting your head up. And you're like, okay, who else is there? Who else is like awake? And yesterday at the dance, oh my God, I met these amazing women. Nicole and Michaela, shout outs to them. They're like really awake, witchy, powerful, amazing woman. And Nicole has 2 babies. And we talked a lot about how it is to be a mother, a single mother on Kopangan. Like this is end level. So much respect for that. And now that I speak about that, I think I'm going to ask her if she wants to do a German podcast. She's also German. Because I have a lot of questions. So yeah. This is a dream. We're dreaming right now. So, and I don't like this dream if I don't feel good in it, you know? Then like, what's the point? There's no point, exactly. So I want to feel good. Otherwise, it's not fun. Like it's like the baseline. That's why healthy lifestyle choices. Take care of your suit. I sleep every night, like a solid 8 to 11 hours. It's like flow state, sometimes more, sometimes less. Yesterday the concert went until, like I was at bed at 1 a.m. and I slept until 10. So I had like 9 hours, which is great. But I really need like at least 8 hours most nights, but rather like 9 to 10 to 11, it depends, flow state. I would say on average it's 9. And then moving your body. Here I love also going in the ice bath and sauna almost every day. Going in deep nature, eating healthy and eating less. At least like I'm speaking for myself, this is my journey. Like the more we raise our vibration, the more we lighten up, the less dense things we need. And the less dense things overall. Like I need less food. Like I look back to my bodybuilding days and it's ridiculous how much I ate. And I loved it. Like I love all chapters, and I'm not saying this is bad or anything. No, it's wonderful. And I'm speaking about myself. This is really important. You might be watching and you might be on your testosterone cycle and injecting testosterone in your ass every day and like really into bodybuilding and getting as huge as possible, then eat your 6 meals per day and grind, brother or sister. This is great. Whatever like journey you're on right now, whatever your excitement is, whatever you want to experience, it's freedom is your birthright. And I salute you for your sovereign nature. Like really own yourself. Claim your suit. You're free. Freedom is your birthright. Sovereign is our nature. Don't be an NPC, follow the masses. Fuck this shit. There's no reason. You're free, I'm telling you. So, for me, I'm always here sharing my journey. I looked back to my bodybuilding days where I ate like every day 4,000 or 5,000 calories. And like, I was vegan most of the time. Like, the whole time actually. And I'm still mostly vegan, but I don't like this label anymore because it's such an identity and creates such a weird cult where I know most of my alien savages are not in. But like also ask yourself, how much is it actually in your identity? And then it's like, in what box do you put yourself, and is there then growth to just be sovereign? That any moment you can invent yourself new. The first time I went into the organic store in Berlin and bought eggs, I was like with Brittany and so scared that someone sees me because I just want to explore, because I can feel it, that I'm excited, but I'm like, my whole identity, like, oh, what if, because I don't want to say it yet, I want to experience it first, and then I talk about it. It's like, I was like, oh, like, I don't like this. I'm like, no, I don't want to have, like, I am just myself. That's it. I am myself, and you can give me whatever labels, blah, I take it all. I am gay, I am a narcissist. I just want to be free. My sovereign nature, which we all want to be so desperately. We want to be ourselves. So just watch yourself. If you put yourself in weird identity boxes and then like under no obligation, do you have to be the same person 5 minutes you were 5 minutes ago? Just wake up tomorrow, and if you're sick and tired of your old version, fuck that version and be a new version right now and try that suit. And go for a test ride. Like, I'm in this new Tesla. Whoa. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Why don't I dance more on the scooter and give no fucks? Oh my God, this feels so good. Why don't I sing more? Like really open my throat and sing on my scooter. Hallelujah. Wow, my throat is open. Why did I always sit so seriously and tight and stared at everyone? What are they looking? They're looking. I'm looking. There's a weird vibration. Why don't I just like feel the music in my chest and let it move me? Flow state. So coming back to what I said, taking care of my suit to feel good in this stream is Baba, is everything. Because the only thing that exists is the now. So how we feel right now is all we got. And we can feel fucking amazing. So, yeah. What else? Yeah, have some nice friends. And also it's okay to be alone. The more you're okay with being alone, I'm telling you, and you romanticize yourself, this is the reflections you will then eventually get, like really love yourself, romanticize yourself, and then you will get that in the outside. But first you really gotta do that on yourself. And if you're not doing it on a level you love, then you don't want those reflections in the outside. You really want reflections that meet you where you wanna be met, So you gotta embody that first. Why are these amazing people walking my reality effortlessly? Because I am that shit. So yeah, sorry for the construction, but yeah, I'm giving no fucks, in a sense of like overthinking. I was like, oh, there's construction. Should I go in my bungalow? Should I go to drive to Faye? And I was like, Ferdi, 3, 2, 1, go. The gold is in your podcast of the rawness. And then I take it a little far and like, oh, it's the music I play. It's this. And it's like nothing of that. It's just you sitting here and speaking raw and do it fucking regularly and show that vibration to others, how easy it is, how not perfect. So other people feel more brave to share as well. It's like Faye. I'm like, Faye, she's listening. When are you starting your podcast? I got you this amazing house for 3 weeks. It is quiet there. No distractions. I got you the podcast equipment. All you gotta do is press record. So if you want Faye to do a podcast, please spam her Instagram because she is full of medicine that I really don't see on social much at all. Like, I don't see a Faye doing a podcast, like another version of her, you know? Okay. Life update. Coming back. I slept there 2 nights. I didn't sleep good at all, so I moved back into my place. Because also, it's a really spirity vibration, and with Faye so much together, I still get ungrounded. I need to come back into my own energy and let it sink in my own way, you know, this and that. Like really come to the conclusion. She reflects me in my own process, in my own way of thinking. And yeah. So I moved back into my place, and also I built this place where I'm living right now. I live here now for half a year already. Something like that. And I really like got in the habit, in this healthy routine of, you know, I'm a Virgo. Everything is on point, where I have my stuff, everything is organized. I feel like I'm in control of my reality. And right now in this awakening, it feels a lot like dying. We're not in control. We're surrendering to the higher control, to our higher self. Like we're giving our physical mind persona, our ego, to our higher self. And this feels like dying. This feels like out of control, which the little ego is like, eh. So I want to feel as good as possible in that. And for that, my priority right now is to stay grounded and stable in this timeline, in this major awakening that is happening inside of me. Like it's crazy what's going on for me right now. My dream time, I'm like really getting prepared for something big. I'm gonna awaken soon to something that I already really feel the texture, and talked in my podcast many times about it. Why I'm here, like listen to my Feeling Haunted by the Prophecy podcast. There I gave it to you all. This is coming. It's coming for me. And I'm excited and I'm ready, and I want it all to feel as good as possible. I always said that to my higher self. I want that it feels like I experience it as Ferdi. Like me. Hi, I speak right now. I'm in control. I say the next sentence, whatever comes to me. And, you know, I drank my coffee here. Like, that's why I don't take drugs anymore, because they am too much my higher self, where I like kind of skipped some frames. And I'm like, oh, this is too much of me. But it's, I put 32 years in this avatar, in this version I call Ferdi. I want to experience it throughout as Ferdi. So, I stay as grounded as possible, feeling good in my body, feeling kindish in control, that I have the experience as Ferdi. And I love that. So, slow is safe. I moved back in my house. I felt a little bit like a failure, like, oh, this was my first experience living together with Faye. I was so excited and I failed. And yes, this was certainly there for a day. But now it's totally shifted to seeing why I need to stay grounded and slow is safe, all that stuff. And I still come kind of every day to the house. It's on the way to the waterfall. And her and I were really good and seeing each other a lot and having like really deep conversations. Like, wow, when her and I talked the other day, like 2 days ago, we were talking for hours on the balcony in the other house. And we got so deep because Faye, superpower, one of them is when she's excited to listen, and she's a lot to listen to me, and she's a lot excited, she can really pull it out of me. That I start to channel things that I've never channeled before. Whoa, where did that come from? She just pulled it out of me. Thank you. It's like, that's why musicians love her there at her concert. Because how she listens, she's really allowing the musician to channel things out in a way that they maybe haven't. And she's like, wow. And she's really listening and she's crying and feeling. And it's like, this is one of her gifts that I haven't experienced like that before. And what she allows me to the deep levels I get to. And that's why I get ungrounded, because I'm like, shit, what did I just say for 3 hours? Oh my God, I need to run away. I need to feel like in control. I need to go to 7-Eleven on my scooters. I'm going to buy a Snickers and a protein shake. And I'm a good boy. And I drink my protein shake and I listen to German rap that grounds me because it's familiar and it feels good and all that stuff. You know, it's great. It's all great. I love it. I'm really happy where I'm at, you know, like of my growth and the people I have in my life, right? Like all the reflections. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm so grateful for Faye. Like having her as a reflection, having her as my partner, is like saying a lot of me, you know. So I'm really happy, really proud of myself, and I don't want to fuck it up. I want to keep nurturing it and do it the sober way, like the honest way, the sincere way, because it can all actually feel good in our bodies. So, but I did get some microdose of mushrooms because I was like, I want to enhance it every now and then somehow, and I'm really drawn to mushrooms. Always have been. They feel so good. They don't last so long. They feel supernatural. And maybe the next days, the next weeks, I just want to microdose some mushrooms when we go. We still go almost every day to the other side, to the waterfall, and stay there for hours into the night. And it's so wow. I find a new spot that I love over there, and I'm having the download to bring really high vibe friends together and do like a group meditation and singing and just hanging out. And yeah, because this is what many of my alien friends are saying. For first contact, for them to show up, like the Yael, the Pleiadians, the hybrid kids and stuff, bring high vibe people together and do group meditations. So, really excited for that. But without the insistence, like, oh, we're calling in the aliens, but just like, oh, I'm excited for this vibration. Like yesterday evening, the it felt so good. Existence, like, where else do I want to be? This is it, you know? And really, there's also my third eye is like, there are levels to that, how it's turned on. It's like, listen to Rion from United Collective. His third eye is like wide open. He has like full on DMT vision all the time. And for me, like the last days, there's something different. Like everything is extra sharp. Like it's like, and I was thinking like, how was that before? Like as a kid and stuff. Because now everything is so trippy, you know, it's crazy. Like I look at nature and it's God and everything is so HD and I really see the vibrations and like everything is energy. I see the energy and nothing can be hidden from me anymore. And it just looks so good. This is why I loved smoking DMT, because I wanted reality to look like this, and now it does. I'm gonna blow my nose. So yesterday I was trying to imagine how it was as a kid. And you know what I felt? That as a kid, it kind of felt the same. We have just forgotten, because then we got weirdly programmed into what we called, we're being an adult now. We have to be responsible, all this stuff. And this like, all these negative beliefs, they cloud your vision. So it's all more dull. It's not so bright. But once you like unprogrammed yourself again and see the beauty and like really, really presence and awareness. Like when you're really aware and present, start a meditation practice and really drop in the present moment and see it's all here all along and the richness of every moment. Like in the past, German rap songs I was listening, I hardly could hold, kinda, because I wasn't so present. And now I listen to songs that I already know by heart, kinda, but I didn't, because I wasn't fully listening. Because I wasn't fully present and aware. Because I was like constantly somewhere else. So yeah, life is good. All is good. I'm feeling really good. Let's see how it's gonna be. Maybe tomorrow there's a podcast. I'm struggling again. I converted into Christianity. I'm a good boy now, right? Yeah. Let's see. I keep you up to date. Thanks for listening. I keep the comments off for now. It feels really good. My reality is amazing, you know? The people in my life, like, they see me, they love me. And on Instagram, I block the weird haters. Because, like, why would I, like... It's self-harm. Why would I, like, allow that in my reality? Like, if you have a problem with me, like, tell me to my face. Or, like, text me on WhatsApp. But if you don't have my number, if you, like... I don't know you. So it feels really good to keep the YouTube comments off. This feels really healthy for now. And I'm excited to shift my community like in a really healthy place where there are no more haters really. But they like go away, and the people who get it, or maybe some haters, they like wake up and see me and like, yeah, why else are you here? You know, you don't need to be here. Don't watch it, you know? So it feels good to keep them off. And I still love feedback to the podcast. Let me know on WhatsApp or Insta DMs. Really appreciate it. Sending you so much love from Kupangan. Maybe I see you here soon on high season. Let's see what's going to happen. First rainy season. Dum dum dum. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace out.